When you first get sober, everyone hands you a checklist. Go to meetings, get a sponsor, change your people, places, and things. Take it one day at a time. And none of it is bad advice, but nobody, not a single person, hands you the checklist you actually need. The one for surviving the hours between midnight and 4 a.m. when your skin feels like it doesn't fit and your own thoughts are too loud to sleep through. Nobody tells you that the first 30 days aren't really about staying sober. They're about staying alive while your brain rebuilds itself from the ground up. I remember my first month, not the meetings, not the advice. I remember staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., genuinely unsure if I was going to make it to the morning. Not because I wanted a drink, but because I didn't know how to just exist. The silence was unbearable. My emotions were a live wire, and every piece of recovery advice I'd been handed felt like it was written for someone who already had their footing. I didn't have footing. I was crawling. Here's what's actually happening in those first 30 days. Your brain is in withdrawal, not just from a substance, but from the only coping mechanism it ever known. Dopamine production has flatlined. Your nervous system is recalibrating, which means anxiety spikes over nothing. Sleep is fragmented. Your emotional volume knob is broken. Everything is too loud. You're not just detoxing from alcohol or drugs. You're detoxing from an entire way of being. And on top of all of it, the voice starts. You're not doing this right. Other people look fine. Why are you struggling this much? Maybe you're just broken. But here's where it gets dangerous. When you're in that state, exhausted, raw, convinced you're failing, the recovery checklist everyone gave you becomes a weapon. Go to meetings. Did you go to enough? Get a sponsor. Did you call them enough? Take it one day at a time. Why does one day feel like a year? The checklist that was supposed to guide you starts to condemn you. And what happens next is the part nobody talks about. You start hiding. You stop telling people how hard it really is because you don't want to seem like you're not getting it. In isolation, in the first 30 days, isolation is not just loneliness. It's a direct line back to the one thing your brain knows will make the silence stop. Let's get one thing straight. Surviving your first month sober is not the same as doing recovery well. It's not a test you pass or fail. The real goal of the first 30 days is not to build a perfect recovery. It's to keep your head above water long enough for your brain to start healing. Period. So the checklist you actually need, the one I wish someone had handed me, is not a list of recovery achievements. It's a list of survival anchors. Small, concrete things that keep you tethered when everything inside you wants to drift. Here it is. 5 things, not for your recovery, for your survival. 1, eat something before 2 p.m. I don't care what it is, a banana, a piece of toast. Your body is burning through energy just trying to regulate. And you cannot outthink withdrawal on an empty stomach. 2, take a shower. Even if you don't leave the house, even if you get right back into bed, water on your skin does something to your nervous system that your thoughts can't. It's a reset button. Use it. 3, tell one person the truth today. Not your whole story, not a performance of recovery, just the truth of where you are right now. Today was hard. I didn't sleep. I'm scared. One sentence, one honest sentence to one person. That's it. Isolation loses its power the moment you let one person in. 4, move your body for 10 minutes. Not a workout, not a program. Walk to the end of the block and back. Stand outside and breathe for 10 minutes. Your body is holding stress it doesn't know how to release. Movement gives it an exit. And 5, when the voice tells you that you're failing, say this out loud. I am in my first 30 days. My only job is to survive them. Say it until you believe it, because it's the truth. That first month, nobody handed me the list. I was too busy trying to do recovery perfectly to realize I just needed to survive it. So, if you're in your first 30 days right now, and that checklist everyone gives you feels like a weight around your neck, set it down. Not forever, just for now. Eat, shower, tell the truth, move, remind yourself what the real assignment is. Drop a comment. Just say what day you're on. There's something about naming it out loud, because you're not building recovery yet. You're building the ground that recovery will stand on. In that ground, it starts with making it to tomorrow.